Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the divisional round. We got Angel in the chat right off the bat. What's going on, brother? This might be the most passionate that I am all weekend. I want CJ Stroud to have so much success in this game. It's not even funny. All right, here we go. First down or second down. Here we go. Stroud. And it's going to be an incomplete pass broken up, intended for Nico Collins. Whew. We got LP. What's up? Trying to see potentially who the 49ers, if they win their next two games, or who they're playing in the Super Bowl. And I'm going for the Texans big time in this game. And it's not going great so far. But it's only been two down. So let's see if they can get anything going here. Third down, CJ Stroud looking, pressure coming, steps up into the pocket, and he's going to be short and picks up 7 yards, and Texans will have to punt it. They ended up their first two drives in the Browns games, if you remember, they were behind a little early in that game. So this is kind of a similar story. All right, so they're going to have to punt the football here. And it's going to be Devin Duvernay, who's averaging 12.5 yards per return. He does have 170-yard return. He's going to be receiving for Baltimore. And, there is a punter down. Is that going to be running into the kicker? Let's see. There's no flag. Even though he ran into the kicker, no flag worked or was called. Weird. Was that not a running into the kicker? Interesting. All right, so here we go. Lamar Jackson, 1st and 10. P for the D worked for Angel. This is the first look we get at the Ravens offense. Lamar in shotgun. Motion, fakes the handoff option. Lamar runs it himself and picks up 5. All right, now let's see. Let's go ahead and repost this video. We will. How do we retweet? All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. All right, so it's going to be a 4-yard run. Lamar to pass. Pressure coming. He's got to get rid of it. And he finds Zay Flowers. And the Texans were providing the pressure. The Texans did a good job getting after Lamar, but Lamar just able to backpedal and then throw a really good ball right there. That's just a great play by Lamar. Also a good route and good hands by Zay Flowers. First down of the game goes for the Ravens, and now a pitch. And this is Hill who picks up a 1-yard gain. The defense has been kind of underrated for the Texans. D'Amico Ryans is obviously doing a great job. His team's still in the playoffs, but defensively, they've been doing really well, and you've seen an immediate impact from this last draft class. Derek Stingley, we talked about him on the episode. And we got Nick in the chat. Who are we rooting for today? Texans, baby. I need the Texans to win this one. And LP saying the same thing. Pressure is coming. Lamar rolling out. Now he's going to run it, and it's going to be marked. Let's see where they mark it. First down. And it looks like it's going to be a first down. Ah, come on, Texans. Let's go. Let's go, Texans. Come on. Please. Please. We got Alex in the chat. Texans score first. Texans dominate the game. Texans a monster game. Texans 38-17. God, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Come on, here we go. Lamar looking to throw, going down the field, and that's caught. And there's Odell Beckham Jr. And I mentioned this on the recap video or the prediction video. I said, watch out. Odell is literally on this team for the next 3 to 4 games if they have them. And you remember, he didn't have a huge impact in LA, but then in the Super Bowl, he had a touchdown early. He was a huge reason the Rams won. He's definitely been kind of managing his body throughout the season and expect him to deliver today. Here we go, a keeper, and got him! Let's go! Let's go, baby! What a play by Harris. It looked like Lamar was going to be able to get away, but he took his feet away. Great play right there. Nick said Texans are the underdog. Ravens definitely are the better team, in my opinion. They are. They are 10-point favorites, 9.5-point favorites. So definitely everybody agreeing, everybody picking the Ravens, but I'm backing the dogs for the most part this weekend, besides the Detroit game and the Buffalo game. I got Buffalo, Detroit, but Packers and Texans, I got those dogs. Here we go, 2nd and 12, pressure coming. He's got to get rid of it, and it's going to be incomplete. No flag on the field. You can tell that the fans wanted one. It looks like there might have been a little something there with Edwards, but for now, it's 3rd and 12, and you get the crowd reacting to the video screen. All right, here we go. 3rd down, they've converted, but this is going to be the longest 3rd down, 3rd and 12. Looks like the Texans are playing it too high, showing pressure. They drop back. Lamar throwing. It's caught, and that is Bateman, who's going to be 3 yards short, and I expect the Ravens to go for it here. And we'll see what they do. They're going to kick a field goal. All right, so Harbaugh doesn't have to think long about this one. Hey, let's capitalize on the yards we got. We have the best kicker in the NFL. Let him go out there. And Will Anderson, almost sacked Lamar right there. Going to be a fun weekend, Kyle. Oh man, this is the divisional round, arguably the best round of football throughout the entire NFL season. Liam said if Texans can keep him in the pocket, that's going to be a literal perfect field goal for the Ravens. If the Texans can keep him in the pocket like that, this game won't be close. Definitely don't think they can, though. And then Alex said, Texans making interceptions, monster game for Texans women #1. Texans 38, Ravens 17. Stroud is the greatest all-time rookie. Let's have fun. Texans 38, Ravens 17. All right, let's have some fun out here. And I have to update the ticker against my own will. Ravens 3, Texans. Well, I got to add 0. Texans 0, Ravens 3. So, all right, let's see what the world's saying about this game. Of course, we got a lot of people watching this game right now. If you guys are just joining us right now, I have very, very personal reasons of why I dislike the Ravens so much, which we won't get into right now, but it is worth noting that I am going for the Texans about as hard as you could, almost as if I'm a huge Texans fan, which brings me to another cool part of my story. So we played high school football. My brother played on a team with a guy named Quentin Hutchinson. And man, I haven't heard from these people in a long time. My brother called me the other day and he said, this was the other day. This was like 6 months ago. He called me though and he said, "Hey, you know Quentin Hutchinson?" I was like, "Yeah, of course. We did everything together." And he goes, "Well, his little brother was just drafted by the Texans." And I was like, "No way, that's freaking crazy," which would be our second family friend to play for the Texans, the first one being Kevin Walter. But today I was on FanDuel going through the over-unders, and there he was, Aiden Hutchinson. It was like 7.5 yards. So he's not a starter yet, but it is cool to know somebody in the NFL. Hopefully he can work his way up the depth chart. And Nick said CJ Stroud versus Lamar Jackson, Goff versus Baker, Love versus Purdy, Mahomes versus Allen. We got an all-star QB divisional round, and that is nothing short of the truth, which is a little surprising. If you would have said going into the league that in the final 8 quarterbacks available can be Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, uh, CJ Stroud. I'll just stop right there. You would have been like, what? I mean, the Josh Allen, Mahomes, and even Brock Purdy, we could kind of Lamar Jackson, we could see that. But 50% of the quarterbacks available, I believe, are a surprise, which is normally, you know, normally the surprise quarterback make up maybe 5% of the teams. There might be one team that has a surprise quarterback in it, but I can't remember a season where 50% of the quarterbacks were shocking. And we are seeing things we haven't seen in a long time. I believe this is the first year since 1993 that Peyton Manning or Tom Brady are not in the postseason. So this is definitely a breath of fresh air, and we'll see how CJ Stroud does on his second drive. I expect him to do what he did all season. What did he say? I'm not going to stop shooting. Steph Curry, don't stop shooting. Let's see if the Texans throw it up again. Here we go. Play action. Fakes the handoff. CJ Stroud throwing. Finds Singletary, who picks up a first down. So an immediate 10-yard gain. And here goes the Texans. All right. They really needed that play, man. They needed to have a play that they could feel good about. You can see they're going up tempo right now, quick to the huddle and quick to break the huddle. They break it with 20 seconds left on the play clock. This Ravens defense has 60 sacks this season. That ties a franchise record set in 2006. Stroud is under center. Singletary in the backfield, and it will be a handoff to Singletary, and he has nowhere to go, and he is going to get dropped. And this Ravens defense is good at stopping the run. That is what they do. I'm going to pull it up right now. I saved it because I figured we would talk about this. So the Ravens are the number one rushing football team on offense, 156 yards per game. And the hold on, we'll get to it after this play. A quick throw to Nico Collins, and Collins is only able to pick up a couple yards, and the Ravens are there. And you can tell that things are chippy out there. Ravens, I'm not going to say hate, but oh, I do not like the Ravens, yo. I do not like the Ravens. Gosh, I would do anything for the Ravens to win, or the Texans to win this game. Come on, let's go. 3rd and 8. Come on, CJ. Here we go. Pressure coming, standing in the pocket, rolling out, finally throwing, and finds Singletary downfield. First down, baby. Let's go. And Nick, are you a Texans fan? No, I am not. And to make a long story short, my ex-wife, who things didn't go very well. She turned out to be a little, I won't go there, but she knows I didn't like the Ravens since the 2012 divisional playoff game when Joe Flacco threw a Harry to win that game. And her family are all diehard Raven fans. So I literally, she ended up getting permission from the state to move, blah, blah, blah. All you need to know is she is dressing my son in Ravens gear, and it's completely unacceptable. And yeah, I think that's something I should. She's not even a Ravens fan; she's just doing it to piss me off. So I hope the Ravens lose this game. Here we go. CJ Stroud in shotgun, 1st and 15. Quick throw. That's going to be caught. Dalton Schultz is thrown to the ground. They're going to say that that is not late. And now Patrick Queen in his face. And CJ Stroud wisely coming over that's it, man. That is a rookie out there. The poise, the calmness. Hey, I can tell that Schultz and Queen are about to butt heads a little bit. Let me go get my dude. I can't believe he's a rookie. I am so impressed is an understatement. I feel honored to watch him play football. It's truly amazing. 2nd and 6, shotgun, empty backfield, and Stroud has Stroud had to throw it away, and that's going to be intentional grounding. There was nobody over there. For now, they haven't thrown it, and the refs will probably talk about it, and they'll throw it late, maybe. It's what the refs love to do. They love to talk about it for 20 minutes. Dude, get the fuck out of the huddle, 50, 30, whatever, 50. What are you doing? You too, offensive lineman. I hate when they hover over like that. This is going to be a toxic stream. I'm telling you right now. There's the flag. I told you they got to talk about it for 20 minutes. Singletary in the running game of the Texans. Monster game. Quick step Texans 38, Ravens 17. Let's have fun, women 31. Bro, I've read these a couple times, but I don't understand what you're saying, dude. I don't know what you mean. Let's have fun, women party time. Uh, you wrote the same score 10 different times. I appreciate you being in here, but are you on drugs, buddy? Like, what's going on? All right, 3rd and 16. All right, ball is on the 42, so not yet in field goal range for the Texans. This is a huge 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 16 because of the penalty. They'll probably try to throw a quick screen, and now they got a false start. Damn it! Come on! You can't have pre-snap penalties on the road. What are you doing? Fucking somebody smack him in the head. Wake up. Fucking divisional round football. You got 2 false starts on one drive. It's ridiculous. Now you don't even have what's your play call here? 3rd and 21. Let me guess. A screen that's going to go for 1 to 3 yards. Oh, we'll run a draw. Please have a fighting spirit and actually send Nico Collins on a legitimate route. They'll probably just throw a screen. Here we go. Let's see what the Ravens do. They back up. Stroud, yes, they're going to have a real play. Throwing it downfield and nobody over in the area. Incomplete. Oh, my God. Alex is on the same thing I did before every Broncos season. Broncos going to the Super Bowl. Dude, you're telling me. I'm right there with you. Liam. Ah, man. So now the Texans are going to have to punt the football. Sucks, man. It sucks. All right. It's all right. The Texans, they had to punt the ball to Cleveland twice in the first quarter, and then I don't think they punted uh, another time for the rest of the game. So, hey, did the Texans look better on their second series than they did on their first? I think they did, absolutely. All right, let's see what the world's saying about this game. Latest, the Ravens defense looks like hell. It's over. I mean, I can just tell the refs are going to help the Ravens all game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ricky says Houston got to clean up the penalties. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually gonna say that too. Here we go. I got something to say. I'm going to say seriously, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. Divisional round, and Gulf are going to have 2 pre-snap penalties. I like it. I like it. We're setting a tone here. And we're also drawing a hard line in the sand and saying this is unacceptable. Nick said, "Is it just me, or can you see the Packers beating us tonight?" All right, Nick. I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna start doing a little more writing. Um, so this is what I wrote last night. I was on Facebook. I know I'm old. And there was a 49ers fan saying that the Packers are going to get blown out, which may be true, but this is what I said to it. All right, and I think it's pretty accurate. Okay, I said even if the Packers are defeated by considerable margin Sunday against the 49ers, the Packers season will still be considered a significant success. I'll read the rest of it after the series ends. All right, here we go. Zay Flowers is going to motion to the top of the screen, and they're going to hand it off to Edwards, who is able to break the first tackle. Upper deckers make your pecker bigger. All right. Get you situated. There you go. All right. 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard run, thanks to a really hard fought run by Gus Edwards. Here we go. 2nd and 6. They're going to hand it back to Edwards, and oh, he got hit. Who was that? Perryman? Damn. Bro, he got in there. All right, I'll read the rest now. I'll read the rest of it now. Even if the Packers are defeated by a considerable margin Sunday against 49ers, the Packers season will still be considered a significant success. Love secured a playoff victory in his debut season, an accomplishment that neither Aaron Rodgers nor Favre achieved. This season's main objective was to evaluate Jordan Love's potential to lead Green Bay for the foreseeable future and be the guy. The Packers not only got that answered, but it was answered with a yes, before the Cowboys game even started. After the Cowboys game, they found out Love will not choke in the playoffs, just a bonus. A team playing with house money can be frightening. For Green Bay, they have nothing to lose. And that is how I feel about the game. I absolutely think the Packers have a chance to win, and it's because I think Jordan Love's playing at a just better quarterback position right now than Brock Purdy. Now, you could say Brock Purdy has the highest QBR of all the remaining quarterbacks in the division round, and I would say you're right. But the thing that you're missing is that 5 of the top 41 receivers and tight ends are leading the NFL in separation yards, which means Kittle, Debo, Brandon Ayuk, these guys are actually wide open, which is a huge credit to what Kyle Shanahan's doing. You got to go all the way to 41 to find the first Packers receiver, Jaden Reed. And Brock Purdy's only like 1% better in the QBR. That tells me that we're seeing Jordan Love throwing into tighter windows, making very difficult throws, and this isn't taking anything away from Brock Purdy. I got a Brock Purdy T-shirt. I'm Brock hard for Brock Purdy. I love everything about Brock Purdy and that whole team. To me, they remind me of the Denver Broncos. Mike Shanahan's son is the head coach. John Lynch was our safety. He's the GM. Ed McCaffrey was our wide receiver. His son plays running back. There's just a lot of connections there. So I love the 49ers in a way, but absolutely the Packers have a chance to win the game. And then Liam said, I was talking to a guy calling me unfaithful to the Bay. Dude, forget that guy. That guy doesn't know sports. Like there's nothing wrong with cheering for your team and also being realistic. I'll give you an example. I picked the Broncos to beat the Texans, but I said that the Texans are probably going to win. But that's just called being a realist. The Lions game, right? I was like, I picked the Broncos to win, but I knew that Denver was in trouble with the Lions and the Texans, and they lost both of those games, right? But I also picked the Broncos to beat Buffalo, and they did. I picked them to beat the Chiefs. They did. I picked them to beat the Vikings. They did. Um, so I think sometimes, as a fan, you just got to go for your team, but don't be so delusional to think that a team playing at a high level doesn't have a chance, right? That's not just fandom. That's just kind of dumb, in my opinion, my humble opinion. And William said, just saying, I think the Packers have a chance tonight. You have exactly what I said. Yeah, man, you're right on the money. And you know what? I was really disappointed when I was a kid. I mean, I loved the Denver Broncos my entire life, and I would always like look at the Broncos on TV and just be like, one day I'm going to be in that stadium, and one day I'm going to be home with all of the people that care as much as I do. When I was 18, I got a construction job. I saved up all my money for 6 months, and I flew to Denver to watch them play the Chargers in the playoffs in 2013. And I watched that team, and I found out that what I imagined that whole experience was a fantasy. I mean, I was around Bronco fans, but I was also around a lot of dickheads. I was also around a lot of toxic people. I was also being told to sit the fuck down, and I also turned around and was like, "It's my first Broncos game," and they were like, "I don't give a shit," right? And like, there's always when you have 84,000 people together, there's always going to be every type of person, a good person, a bad person, toxic asshole. So yeah, man, I've really learned as as I grew older that even people that you would think are really close with you because you share a common interest, you can have nothing in common. So it is what it is. First and 10 for the Texans. Here we go. Starting almost at midfield because of a bad punt. Stroud under center. He's going to hand the football off. And Clowney makes a stop. I can't get over how dumb Clowney looks with that number 24. You should go play DB with that number, Champ Bailey. Maybe running back. I like the single digit, number 6. That's hard. But 24, I don't know about that. Although I do got a lot of respect for Kobe. Here we go. Shotgun, second and 10. Stroud rolling, keeping the play alive, firing across his body. Oh my God, Schultz, what the hell? Schultz, how did you drop that? What is wrong with you? He literally did this last week. Stroud makes an incredible play. He keeps the play alive. His head remains downfield. He gets on the same page with Schultz. He throws a beautiful ball, and then Schultz just drops the ball. And Troy Aikman, as I say this, is saying you don't see that very often. We saw it last week. Come on, 3rd and 10. Stop beating yourselves. I hate when teams lose like that. Quick throw to Nico Collins, and Nico Collins. Oh, he gets it. I think he gets the yards. They are going to mark it as a first down, and that is a huge play by Nico Collins. Don't love the play call. How many times do we see this kind of a play call and it sucks? They're lining up quick, so there can't be a challenge and another false start. God. Oh, my God, dude. What the hell is wrong with you? You get paid millions of dollars. millions, and you can't even figure out the snap. Yeah, we know it's you. You don't need to say, "Oh, that's me." No shit. It was you in the last drive. Come on, dude. Wake up. You got 2 more football games to win, and you're in the Super Bowl. Laramie Tunsil, he really needs to regroup this offensive lineman. No matter what happens on this drive, Laramie Tunsil's the guy that needs to go talk to his other offensive lineman. 1st and 15. Stroud looking to throw, taking a shot downfield, and Schultz hangs on to it this time. And Schultz, finally, let's go. Great job by Schultz, and he's been big for this offense, man. I would say Nico Collins is the number 1 threat, and Schultz is the number 2 threat. This is a great play by the Texans, and Stroud, man. There's been a couple plays that he's made that won't show up on the highlight film because the receivers didn't make it. Hopefully, they start making those plays. Quick throw to Singletary. Singletary picks up 2. All right, so we are almost under 1 minute left in the first quarter. Liam said Texans need to go back to their identity. Throwing first hasn't worked. Why did they stop it? Let Stroud cook. Absolutely, man. I totally agree. I understand trying to be balanced, but that play they just did, that quick throw, that works also as a run play. All right, here we go. And now they're going to fake it. And now throwing. Oh, he dropped it. Let's go. Oh, man. That was almost a crazy play. Oh, man. Wow. Jordan was the target right in the middle, and it gets batted down. And, oh, my gosh. Kyle Hamilton, one of the best safeties. He was a total steal. I was so pissed when they drafted him. I'm like, how is this guy available at number 14, 15, wherever he was? He was supposed to go in the top 10. All right. 3rd and 8. 1 second on the play clock. Delay of game. What the fuck, dude? I don't know how D'Amico Ryans is keeping his cool right now. If I'm the head coach, call me crazy. I'm burning a timeout. I am burning a timeout right now. Right? There needs to be a conversation. What is going on, dude? Okay, you're not supposed to hear the cadence. Go do a silent count. You really didn't know that this was gonna be a loud environment? Come on. What are you guys practicing all week for? Here we go, 3rd and 13. Stroud looking, rolling out to his left, buys himself a lot of time, now throwing, and it's gonna be a super low pass intended for Collins, and they're gonna have to kick a field goal. Let's go. What a catch. I hate Kyle Hamilton. And is that a Notre Dame thing? Or is that a Ravens thing? And let's see how the field goal kicker does here. 33 seconds left in the first. 4th and 13. This is going to be a 50-yard field goal. The wind blowing just a little to the west. And it is going to be good. Yes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody came to play. At least the kicker came. CJ came. Schultz, I'll say, came to play. Even though he had that drop, he made up for it. This offensive line, though, they got to get it together. 3 pre well, if you include the delay of game, they have 4 pre-snap penalties, and they've only had the ball 3 times. And yeah, you're right. The crowd really loud. But like I said, man, this is stuff that you know during the week. This is stuff you're supposed to be practicing. They shouldn't. They should be on a silent count in this game, and there's many ways you can do the silent count. You can do the head turn. Yeah, and all you got to do is say in in the huddle. I think Aaron Rodgers went through. It might have been Peyton Manning, but I don't remember where. But I heard a quarterback going through all of the different ways the silent count works. It's not always the same. Like you still get the diversity, and you can still get the defense to jump with the silent count. But it just seems like they're not going with that this game. This is going to be returned by Duvernay. Duvernay, who is going to take it to the 24-yard line. So good kickoff coverage by the Texans. Sun is setting. Sky looks a little purple, or is it a little red? We'll find out who God likes more in just a little bit. Now, I want to actually pivot to a conversation really quick that all of the pregame, I don't know if you guys watched the pregame sports talk before this game kicked off, but there was a lot of talk about how Josh Allen needs to win, or then I'll believe. I didn't hear anybody talking about Lamar Jackson and how poor he's played in the playoffs. Only one win, so I was surprised about that. Lamar's going to run, and he's got a ton of room, and he might go all the way almost to the 50-yard line. You can't leave the middle of the field that open. Oh, so they definitely don't have the linebacker going QB spy. Best scrambler in the National Football League statistically, but he's third in the league in touchdowns for quarterbacks. So probably Hurts is two and Josh Allen one if I had to guess. All right, so LP saying this is why he doesn't like Kyle Hamilton. It's a Ravens thing. I'm actually a Notre Dame fan along with my entire family. Okay. Wait a minute. So do you not like the Ravens for the same reason that I don't like the Ravens because of for me it's not the Super Bowl, it's a playoff game. Uh, but by the way, that playoff game that happened between the Broncos and Ravens in 2012, people talk about the Bills Chiefs game, and I I think that the Broncos Ravens game, like I'm not gonna say it because we lost, but just as a pure like football game, like that was probably one of the greater playoff games ever. That game went to double OT in the divisional round. There was punt returns, there was kickoff returns, there was a Hail Mary at the end to take it to overtime. There was uh it was an insane game. I think the final score was 40, 42, 40, 47. I'm gonna look it up right now. Broncos, Ravens, divisional round 2012. And yeah, there was Trendon Holiday had 104 kickoff return in the game. Uh, I remember that. 38-35. There was no points scored in the first overtime period, and then in the second overtime period, the Ravens kicked a field goal to win the game. That game was on January 12th. God, I don't know why I'm opening up this wound right now. But yeah, do you not like the Ravens because of the Super Bowl? Because there's a lot of people that think the lights going out, favored the Ravens, I believe, because I think the 49ers were winning early in that game. That would turn out to be Ray Lewis's last game as a Raven. But I think there's just certain losses that stick with you for a lifetime. Uh, the Super Bowl with Seattle has been one of them for me. Living in Seattle helped get that out of me a little bit, but the Ravens never went away. All right, here we go. Lamar and trying to throw it to Hill and a great tackle by the Texans. LP said, I liked Kyle when he was on Notre Dame. Now I don't because of what he did to the Niners on Monday Night Football a few weeks ago. Never liked the Ravens since that Super Bowl. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right, here we go. Second 11. Texans defense did a good job on first down. Let's see if they can. Ooh, it looks like they're showing safety blitz. Let's see if they do it. And they will bring pressure. And Lamar steps up. And Andrew. Oh, it's caught. Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers with a first down. Zay Flowers, man. I did a fantasy football episode in the off season, and one of the segments was predicting which rookie wide receiver would have the best season. And I'm proud to say I said Zay Flowers because he's definitely had a better season than JSN. But no, Puka Nakua wasn't even in the conversation, so I guess that's an epic fail on my part. First and 10, here we go. They're going to hand it off to Gus Edwards. Edwards is going to pick up 8, maybe 9. It's going to be marked as a 9-yard gain. All right, so I did have a couple. I did have a couple bets in for this game. Let's see how they're holding up right now. And good defense. This can bring a 3rd and 2. They lost the yard, giving it to Gus Edwards. All right. So how many passing yards did CJ Stroud? Oh, first down. They run it back with Gus Edwards. Let's see. First, let's look. Let's see. So the second quarter just started. CJ Stroud has 82 yards and Lamar Jackson has 45 yards. All right. First and 10, shotgun, empty backfield, quick throw. And that's Charlie Kohler. All right, let's see if we can break it down. We break it down by quarter, full box score. And I don't see. I needed Lamar and CJ Stroud to have 30 yards passing in the first quarter. Wow, that didn't even happen. Wow, that sucks. All right, here we go. Dalvin Cook is in the game. Dalvin Cook. I didn't know how much we were going to see Dalvin Cook in the game. They ended up giving it to Hill, and Dalvin Cook is gonna, yeah, he's gonna sub out of the game right now. All right, here we go. Lamar Jackson rolling. He's gonna run it himself, and he's gonna take it all the way to the 2-yard line. Lamar Jackson now has 50 rushing yards in the game. Wow, crazy, crazy. All right, let's see. Let's see who they go with right here. Gus Edwards has been their goal line guy, and Gus Edwards is going to be the guy in, and Gus Edwards is going to get shut down, and he's got 13 touchdowns on the 11 were from 3 yards or less. So he is their goal line guy. And the Texans do a good job of shutting that down. Second and goal, 9.5 minutes in the second. This is a pretty long drive. They've had the ball for the entire second quarter. This has been a 10-play, over 5-minute, 40-second drive. Here we go. Second and goal, takes the handoff. Lamar throws it, touchdown, and that's Nelson Aguilar. All right. So Lamar Jackson gets a touchdown pass. That's his first of the game, and it is the Ravens' first touchdown of the game. Nelson Aguilar. Man. We'll see if Nico Collins can get going for the Texans, man. It is 10-0. I mean, like, I would say so far only 10 points scored for the Ravens. Like, Texans defense, they're hanging in there, but the offense needs to come out. They need to play clean, no pre-snap penalties, and they need to drive down. They need to score. They need to get Nico Collins involved. Continue having CJ Stroud take those shots because it seems like every time he does, it's a good decision and it's an opportunity for a play to happen. I did have Zay Flowers over 47.5 receiving yards. He got 25 already. Odell over 37.5. He has 12. And Dalton Schultz over 34.5. He has 30. So those are definitely looking pretty good. Whew, man, come on, let's go Texans. Come on, you guys got this. I'm surprised Isaiah Likely hasn't gotten a ball yet either. Isaiah Likely's played a pretty big role. So the Ravens are the best running football team in the league. A lot of that has to do with Lamar. And then Houston is all the way down at 25. So that's not their strong suit, running the football. And we all get that. If you look at passing the football, the Ravens are the 21st ranked team, right? So they have 213 passing yards per game. Houston's number 6. So, I mean, these are totally different teams, right? The Ravens run the football well. They can pass it, but they're in the bottom half of the league, and Texans don't really run it, but almost top 5 in passing yards. So I agree with what Liam said not too long ago about how the Texans need to go back to their identity, throwing first. That's what works for them, and they need to let Stroud cook. He even used to have the video of Stroud saying, "Steph Curry, don't stop shooting." All right, so the Ravens getting set to kick this off. 9 minutes, 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Both teams holding on to 3 timeouts, and this is going to need to be this is going to need to be a big drive for CJ Stroud. This is going to need to be a big response. He is a rookie, but he was down 10-3 in the last game against the Browns. And this is going to be returned to the 24. So we've seen 2 different players take it out the end zone. One Raven, one Texan. None of them got back to the 25. The Ravens spelled their own name. It's cute. It's like a bunch of cheerleaders. All right, come on, let's go. Come on, Stroud, take him out of take the crowd out of this game. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stroud 7 for 13, 82 yards. And he's going to hand it off. It's going to be a fake to Nico Collins, and Singletary is going to pick up 8 yards. Solid run right there. The Ravens sideline wants a hold. And Jordan is going to sub out of the game. 2nd and 3. Solid first play right there. And you saw them fake that pitch to the double reverse to Nico Collins. That defense has to respect Nico Collins. And that definitely moved the defense to the right, gave Singletary some room. 2nd and 3, fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch, throws it, and this is going to be Singletary, and he's going to pick up, looks like a yard and a half, and it's going to be marked just short, 3rd and less than 1. Oh, no, they're going to say 3rd and 1. These refs aren't throwing many flags. They aren't. It's almost halftime. That's crazy. And they're going to hand it off. I hate that. God. All right. That Singletary did outstretch his arm. That's going to help move the ball forward a little bit, but now they're going to punt it. And here's the other thing about what happened here. Ah, there was, man, I think you could challenge the spot. He outstretched his arm. I think he got closer, but this is a big punt. Fair caught at the 21. Ah. Oh man. This is frustrating. This is very frustrating. All right, so I have a couple prop bets, and one of them was each team to score 2 passing touchdowns in all 4 games. Now that one is I like that one. Not looking great right now for the Texans, but if they could at least get 1 passing touchdown in the first half, I'd feel better. Any 3, CMC, George Kittle, or Isaiah Likely, or Dalton Schultz, any 3 of the 4 to score 2 touchdowns. CMC normally scores 2, so really I looked at this as betting on George Kittle, Isaiah Likely, or Dalton Schultz to get 2. I put $1 on it. It pays out $2.61, so, Stroud, Lamar Jackson, Love, Purdy, Mayfield, Goff, Mahomes, and Allen to all complete 20 passes. I like that one too. So far in this game, CJ Stroud's completed 8 passes. Lamar Jackson's completed 7. So looks like we're on pace for about 20 each. And Angel said P4 the D worked again. I never know what that means. What do you mean it worked? Like you were able to pee? You were struggling to pee and you finally peed? What does it mean, Angel? Please help me. Help me understand. The Bucks and the Pistons are also playing right now, and they got a real nail biter going. The Bucks are up right now, 133 to 126. All right, come on. All right, let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. First passing touchdown before the fourth quarter in his playoff career. And he is sacked. Heinisch. Let's go, baby. We got Adam Weinstein in. He says, "Hi, I have to root for the Ravens. University of Guelph, Ole Miss. Travis Robinson is playing for Baltimore." Oh man, understandable. We got we got some people pulling for the Texans, but I know there's some people going for the Ravens as well. And right now, Ravens defense is looking good, and we'll see if they can get some more points here. 2nd and 16. They're going to run it. Nowhere to go for Hill, but he makes a man miss and almost gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 11, I believe. All right. 3rd and 11 it is. Huddled up. Lamar calling a play off his wristband, something Russ will not do. All right. 3rd and 11. Let's see if the Texans defense can. They're saying Zay Flowers might have been the one. They're saying this one could go either way. This is a huge penalty. Wow. It goes against the Texans. Zay Flowers is literally laughing. Zay Flowers is literally laughing. I didn't see any Ravens move. There must have been some kind of movement because the officials had to talk about it. All right, 3rd and 6. Texans once again. Penalty. Oh, that's going to be false start. All right, so we'll start where we left off. We'll go back to 3rd and 11. And Liam says, Texans D is cooking. I like the way they're hitting. Did he just say repeat 1st down? I got to rewind that. Everybody but the center. He said everybody but the center, 1st down. I rewinded it. The ref just said everybody but the center, 1st down. It's 3rd down. They didn't even call him out for it. Nobody noticed that? All right, here we go. Lamar looking, rolling, pressure coming, and he is going to shed two players, and now he's going to get taken down as a sack. That's going to be a loss of 1. And we get a lot of Miko Ryan saying, get off the field. Let's go. Man. Here we go. 4th and 10, and they have to punt the football. And punt gets off. Ooh, good blocking. He's going to be able to make a move. He goes right up the middle. Stays on his feet. Go. Let's go. Touchdown, Texans. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Woo! I said it too. Right when they punted it, I said the blocking looks good. It looked great. He had 3 different guys back. The kickoff coverage was just great job by that punt return team, man. And a great decision by Sims to just north-south, baby, just cut it right up the field. Extra point is good. We got a tie ball game. We got a tie ball game. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Let's go, baby. 10-10. How you gonna do it if you really don't want to dance? All right. Man. What a play. What a freaking play. And man, the Texans needed that. They needed something like that to happen. That was big. That was big. And now their defense, the one thing is the defense, they gotta get right back out on the field. Hopefully, they can take this, TV timeout, catch their breath. They gotta go back out there, and I expect them to be a little more tired than a normal defense because 'cause they're chasing Lamar Jackson around. It's just a lot more energy. It requires a ton more energy than, like a standard pocket quarterback, like a Matthew Stafford. So, hopefully that defense comes back out ready to go. Plays per game. The, Baltimore Ravens average 63 plays per game, around 15th in the NFL. Houston is 18th, 62 plays per game, so both of them averaging nearly the exact same amount of plays per game. Interceptions thrown per game. Baltimore. Baltimore's actually number one with the least amount of interceptions. 0 in their last 3. Um, zero point 0.4 away, 0.4 home. Houston's number 2. So Baltimore and Houston are ranked number 1 and number 2 in interceptions thrown per game, meaning the least amount in the NFL. And they're exactly the same. The only difference is CJ Stroud throws a little point 0.2, not even a full interception, point 0.2. He throws point 0.2 more interceptions at home, 0.6 to Lamar 0.4 at home. But on the road, he throws 0.3 interceptions. So really, you have Houston away 0.3, Baltimore on the road 0.4, Texans slight edge there. But don't expect interceptions to be a major part of this game like it was last week with Joe Flacco. Postseason NFL countdown tomorrow starting at noon. Patrick Mahomes will be one-on-one with Chris Berman and Dan Campbell, all access with Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan and Dan Campbell, sign me up. Sign me up for that. All right. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Let's see how the Ravens respond. Let's see how the Texans defense responds. They're going to run it here on 1st down in a great hit. I love watching this defense hit, man. This defense can hit. I love it. Edwards is not an easy guy to bring down. Wow. The Ravens have only allowed 5 punt return touchdowns, 5 in John Harbaugh's entire tenure as the Ravens head coach. Pretty crazy. One of them was against the the Broncos. Here we go. Lamar looking, rolling out, pressure coming. He's got to throw it away, and he just gets it away. He's outside of the tackle box, so no intentional grounding. See, he got the ball back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think he got it past the line of scrimmage. That ball definitely went out before the line of scrimmage. That's not challengeable though. All right, 3rd and 7. Here we go. Pressure coming. Lamar's got to get rid of it. Oh, it could have been picked. It could have been picked. Oh, it was close. And now they're going to have to punt it. Clock stop at 3:26. And now the Texans have a chance to take the lead at half. Oh, get down on it. I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. All right, 4th and 7. Ravens set the punt. And let's see how they do this time. And a fair catch at the 26-yard line. 3 minutes and 19 seconds. CJ Stroud with an opportunity to take a lead on the road at halftime. Let's see what happens. So we'll go to the latest news. Special teams treat. Hashtag We Are Texans. Ravens collapsing in their first playoff game. This is nothing. Well, I don't know if they're collapsing, but Ravens fans already getting super negative. The Ravens versus Texans game. Let's see. Aguilar dropping babies. Chiefs Texans AFC Championship game. Absolute cinema. Texans defense is underrated. Containing Lamar and the Ravens offense like this is impressive, and that's what we opened up with on our prediction episode. We opened up with that information saying the Texans defense is totally underrated. Very, very underrated, and they won't be after this game. And Houston is 14th in opponent yards per game. Baltimore's number 5, so a lot better. Um, let's see. What is this commercial? This IHOP Rudy Tooty song really grinds my gears. I don't know why. It reminds me of this lady my son used to watch where it was like educational on YouTube, but it was like icky sticky bubble gum bubble. It was so cringy. Kids songs are very very cringe. I used to just I used to be like Tarzan soundtrack. That that can happen. Shrek soundtrack can happen. The Lion King, of course. And these kids, no wonder they're growing up soft. The icky sticky bubble gum. What are we doing here? We should be you'll be in my heart. That's what they need. All right, here we go. Tonight we got Packers 49ers. Of course, everyone well aware. Here we go. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left. Stroud looking, rolling out, spins his way, keeping the play alive, now throwing it away. And Stroud, he's been doing a great job of avoiding the pass rush in this game. CJ Stroud's mother is in attendance. Aw, I love that. Very Christian family. Her mom, literally, as she's on screen praying for her son. Love that dynamic right there. That's heartfelt. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Stroud, quick throw, and it's gonna go Hutchinson. That's who I was talking about. Hutchinson. That is who they drafted. That's the rookie. That is somebody that played on my brother's football team as a kid. His older brother, Quentin Hutchinson, and it's cool to see him come into the game and make a play right away. I'm sure his family's super proud. How cool! All right, Texans 2 for 6 on third downs today. 3rd and 8. Oh my God, another false start. So cool, man. So cool. And Angel, what happened, Angel? Wow, that is a red white man. I don't know why I just got an urge to smack his belly as hard as I can. Yeah, maybe go to a silent Snapchat. I don't know. It's almost like there's a way to counteract the noise. 3rd and 13. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Snap the ball. Taking it to the 2-minute warning. I gotta rewind that. Was the hold on 5, 4, 3. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Man, it was the game clock was a second, um, half a second underneath the play clock, so they were just able to do that. Oh, my life's shitty. I'm just saying. Damn, Angel coming in hot. Hey, man, I can tell you from a person that's been to many countries in the military, seen a lot of different cultures and different different amounts of oppression, things that you couldn't even fathom. I'm not saying that your problems aren't real, but sometimes perspective is important. All right, so going back to the game, Texans have to limit the penalties. They won't win making too many more of them. Totally agree. These false starts are killing Houston. The Texans are playing completely undisciplined football, and we need to take advantage of it. A Ravens fan. False start. Texans take one step onto the field, and it's a picture of 100 flags on the ground. Quarterbacks I'm rooting for this weekend, Lamar Jackson. Forgot to account for how awful the Texans offense has been pre-snap. Yeah, me too. And Angel said, been meaning to ask you, why do you vape? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. No, I can answer. I enjoy it. I like the oral fixation, and I enjoy the nicotine. Absolutely no problem answering that question. Ooh, Antonio Pierce, by the way, is going to be the Raiders' future head coach. They're locking up a long-term deal. Good for Antonio Pierce. It is good. I miss it. No, I'm probably gonna quit soon. Here we go. CJ Stroud. Wow, Nico Collins over the middle. Finally, Nico Collins is involved. Oh man, CJ Stroud finally is able to get the football to Nico Collins. Nico Collins now has 3 catches, which arguably is not enough for how good he is. He's got 42 yards receiving now. All right, Ravens setting pressure. Quick throw. There's Nico Collins again, down to the 30. Now Nico Collins with 58 yards receiving. All right, so it seems like the Texans have finally woken up here. They break the huddle at 1 minute. Holding on to those three timeouts, you don't want to call until you get under 45 seconds. This is a good move by the Texans. And here we go. They're going to run the football with Singletary, and he's going to try to get out of bounds, and he does. And that'll stop the clock at 46 seconds. And they pick up 3 yards. All right. Come on, Stroud. Come on. Texans are in field goal range. The Ravens this season plus 142 first half point differential, which means they are dominating their opponents in the first half, better than any team since the 2015 Panthers. Here we go. Stroud rolls out of a tough situation. Flip. Oh, he flipped it to Robert Woods, and Woods couldn't hang on. And if Woods would have just kept going up, he backpedaled, and he needs to just turn that upfield. Look at him. He's trying to backpedal, and he's trying to run. He's trying to go backwards. You just need to trust your quarterback and take that upfield, man. Take it upfield. No backpedaling. Come on. All right, 3rd and 8. Crowd getting into it. Texans are 3 for 7 on 3rd downs. And they're going to have to burn a timeout because they legitimately can't. It was going to be delay of game. What's the deal, man? Why can't you guys get set? That was an incomplete pass. That wasn't a 50-yard completion where you got players running across the field. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They could definitely be winning this game, but they've made a lot of drops, and unfortunately, they've had a ton of penalties. And even this timeout, you don't want to burn 1 year 3 with the clock stopped. You want to save it for when you got a running clock, but not able to get set. Hopefully this is a play that they really like. 3rd and 8. All right, here we go. Blitz coming, Stroud. And it looks like him and Woods once again are just not on the same page. Looks like Woods might have ran the route too deep or Stroud threw it too shallow. But that was back-to-back plays where Woods and CJ Stroud are not on the same page. All right, this is a 47-yard attempt. He made a 50-yarder earlier. Snap, hold, kick is no good. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Come on, dude. Dude. Be better than that. Come on. All right. So CJ Stroud, still the Texans without an offensive touchdown. Really, they were saved by the bell with that um punt return. Odell Beckham, though, only 12 yards in the first half. Little surprised about that. Justice Hill, Robert Woods, Isaiah Likely, all don't have a catch yet in this game. And it'll be interesting to see how aggressive the Texans want to be. There's 32 seconds, and let's say the Ravens come out, they throw it incomplete, throw it again incomplete, and then it's third down with them returning punts. Well, maybe they burn a timeout on third down and give their returner a chance to take one. Man, I'm super pumped up for this Packers game coming up in a little bit. I think it's going to be a really good game. Man, I'm just so bummed out that they missed that field goal. They Man, they needed that. Whatever happens, the Texans definitely need to come out and play better offensively in the second half. And the Ravens, I would expect them to be aggressive here because they're getting the ball to start the second half. So they definitely want to take two possessions here. See if the Texans can get a stop here. Sack! Timeout. Who burned it? The Texans. No, who's burning it? Who burned it? They're not gonna tell us. Okay, cool. Another sack, man. They're doing a great job getting pressure. Man, he has so many people in the backfield with him. We got Edub in the chat. Angel, you're definitely not alone, my friend. Absolutely. Keep that in mind always. Crafty. Texans D is legit. They're good, no doubt about it. Sacked lunch. Num 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 num. All right. Here we go. Second and 19. It was the Ravens that burned that timeout. All right, here we go. Pressure coming again, and they got him in the backfield. Timeout. Call your timeout. And the Texans. Who burned it? Texans. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Go. A 14-yard loss on that sack. Wow. Wow. Great job. Good job on both sides. Just keeping their containment, forcing Lamar to stay inside the pocket, and then collapsing on each side of him. 3rd and 32, and here we go. Probably a quick screen coming, and they're end up running the ball, and timeout, 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 and Texans. All right, good job defense. At least defensively, there's something going their way right now. Wow, Harris is going off today. Yep, there it is. Spy. So when Lamar ran that 40-yard one up the middle, that's when I said, "Man, they gotta put a linebacker on QB spy on him," and Harris is. And quick punt, and no one is back there. Why? Why was nobody back there? Lamar's already in the locker room. don't like I mean, all right, so they're just gonna take a knee. All right, it's tie, 10-10. Edub said, "I'll admit, though, I'm a little nervous for the Lions tomorrow." Uh, yeah, I mean, anything can happen. CJ Stroud, 11 completions, 131 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. See if, the Texans can regroup, figure out how to stop beating themselves with penalties, and, the defense, if they can keep that same energy and, the Texans can stop shooting themselves in the foot, I think they have a good chance of winning this game. I really do. Alright, so 2 touchdowns per team so far, 1 punt return, 1 throwing passing touchdown to Nelson Aguilar, and, taking a look at some of the highlights, there's that Nelson Aguilar touchdown. Stingley was actually on the coverage, and here's one where Lamar keeps a play alive, but then gets tackled. Great job, and that was oh, there's the punt return. Swoop! Ooh, and the punter, man, the punter almost made a play on it, and Sims was able to get there. Celtics lost by 2 last night to the Nuggets. I was actually watching that game. And then Crafty said, "So is this just a repeat of the 2019 Ravens?" Maybe. It may be. All right. Let's see. 2019 Ravens playoffs. So they lost to the Chargers, and though I guess the difference is the Chargers were up 12-0 at halftime, and we got a 10-10 ball game. So a little different. Oh, I did update. I gotta double click it. It does that sometimes. But yeah, 10-10, definitely a better score than that 2019 game where they were shut out. Bounced in the first round. It could happen. It could happen. All right. Let's do a raid. Let's raid a channel. We'll do Ravens, Texans, live stream, live. Here we go. 3,000 watching, 1,003, 405, 241, 130, 6, 17, 19 watching, 11. We can't raid someone that's got more viewers than we got. I mean, we can, but it would be silly. Here we go. How many viewers does this guy have? Does that mean he doesn't have a viewer if it doesn't say? 8 people are watching. Okay, we'll raid this guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna raid this channel. Oh, you're talking about the Titans one. Well, I got okay, so you're talking about the 2000 okay. I thought you were talking about the year 2019, the 2019 NFL season, so the 2020 Ravens playoff game. and that I don't know which one's worse. I gotta look that one up. It's been a while. All right, here's the link to raid this channel. Let's get in there and let's raid this guy. Only football podcast raid. Sending love. All right. I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to get in there. So boom. Oh yeah. Good job, guys. Thank you, Casey. Crafty, PC, you guys are the man. Hell yeah, guys. Good job. He seems really happy. He seems super happy. All right, let's find another one. I love it. You guys are awesome for that. 3 people are watching this one. 4 people watching. It's just an empty chair. Let's not raid that one. There's nobody home. What about this one? All right, here we go. This guy's got literally nobody watching his stream right now. Literally not a single person. Let's get in there. There we go. Here we go. Good shit, Crafty. Good shit, Crafty. There we go. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Keep up the good work, buddy. Hopefully your channel continues to grow. Yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. Good job, Angel. I see you in there, Angel. I see you, Angel. Let's find one more. I like hitting these raids with 1 or 2 people watching. Let's see. That guy's still in an empty chair. There's 38 people watching. That might be, that might be a lot of people, but hell yeah. Baller raid. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Raiding some channels right now. Love from the Pro Bowler channel. Thanks for being in here, Sunshine Dog. Yeah, man, we just, as a channel, we just got to 500 subs, and with that, we said, you know what? Let's start rating people every halftime and subscribing, liking your videos, helping out your algorithm. Appreciate you guys subbing back. You guys are awesome. I did find another guy that doesn't have a ton of views, but he's doing a really good job, I think. Yeah, let's Appreciate that, Sunshine Dog. Absolutely appreciate all of you. And here is the final raid we'll do. And I'm in there right now. Let me just write the only football podcast raid. Sending love. Subscribe to his stuff. Bam. Here we go. Oh man, I'm the only one in there. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. These raids are funny sometimes because there, Angel. Let's go. Oh, Pro Bowler and the only football podcast raid. I love it. I love it. W. That is a W, baby. Hell yeah. I'm gonna subscribe and like. And looks like this. I don't know if this guy sees his comments or not. That's the funniest part. I love W's in the chat. The Tim Sports Talk. Mr. Animal Man said we should contact Grassi and do a 3-way raid with him. That would be awesome. Although I don't know if it would be noticeable because usually for our raids, like we could maybe get like 5 to 7 people in it. I definitely we raided Tom Grassi last week, and it was really funny because our raid, the chat moved so fast that our raid was like there for literally 1 second and it was gone, and we just laughed our asses off about it. Hip hip hooray, Angel. I don't think he noticed. That's all good. That's all right. Pro Baller said that would be crazy. Tom Grassi. You guys want to raid Grassi real quick? We can raid him right now. Hold on. Let me pull it up. We'll see how long we can make it last for. All right. All right, here we go. It's gonna ours too. We call it a mini raid. All right. I like that. I'm gonna type that in. That's Tom Grassi's link right there. And I'm gonna wait until I see you guys. Excuse me. Only football podcast mini raid exclamation mark. All right. There's Tom Grassi. All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Mini raid. I couldn't even find it. As soon as I sent raid, it was gone immediately. And I love it. The Tom Grassi, the Strouds is what the Texans are calling themselves. Honestly, if I had a quarterback that was playing that good. All right. Game's back on. Here we go. Kick is off. Ravens will return it. Takes it past the 20, past the 30. Duvernay stays on his feet, 45-yard line. And finally, it actually pays off returning one. The last couple we've seen get taken out, they didn't make it back to the 25. And see how the Ravens come out. Here we go, man. This is it. This is what it comes down to. The lights are on. There is only 30 minutes of football left. The Ravens, if they lose this game, man, we would never hear the end of it. Cowboys lost. Eagles lost. Are the Ravens going to be added to the list of teams that got bounced in the first round. Let's find out. Shotgun likely in motion. And a quick throw. That's Nelson Aguilar, who picks up 9, and they're at midfield already because of the good return. And let's see how the Ravens come out. The Texans defense has been absolutely incredible. All right, here we go. Lamar, only 8 completions so far on the day. Here we go. Likely in motion, going the other way. Looks like Gus Edwards is in the backfield. 1 second left. They get it snapped. Quick throw. It's going to be caught. There's Isaiah Likely, who is going to take it all the way to the 26-yard line. A nasty stiff arm. And finally, Isaiah Likely is making an impact in the game. And he has a 20-yard reception right here. And Angel said Grassi stream is too fast to raid. It is. It is. I can't wait until, God willing, our channel's big enough where our raids are, we're sending a ton of people, because it really does. The bigger the channel gets, I mean, the more it changes, people's dream of having a successful podcast. You can bring in 50 subs in a minute, man. That's pretty powerful. But honestly, I just enjoy doing the raids even when we only have 3 to 4 people. But it is crazy to see how fast Tom's chat moves. Insane. All right, here we go. Ball at the 27 already, just 2 plays into the second half. 20 seconds left on the play clock. I'm not sure why there was so much time before the ball got spotted. And this is going to be a designed run. And Lamar, he's going to run into his own lineman. Looks like Lamar's mad about something. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Not, unfortunately, for the Eagles and their fan base. I bet they wish they were playing football right now. Here we go. Texans have 3 sacks today, 46 on the season. That's a franchise record. Don't tell J.J. Watt. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Lamar, quick throw. Caught. First down, and that's Bateman. And it's getting chippy out there. Rashad Bateman now with 2 catches on the day. Let's see, Bateman. Haven't seen a lot of Odell Beckham Jr. I was thinking he might be preserved for the playoffs and be unleashed in this game, and he's not even on the field right now. Texans, quick throw in the middle. Oh my God, he dropped the pick. What the hell? Damn. This, I gotta look at this replay. A Bateman sighting. Here we go. And he's trying to squeak it right there. And oh, he had it on his arm. Oh, it bounced off the turf, and he still couldn't get it. Oh my God. Even when he was laying on the ground, he just couldn't get it. All right, Lamar's going to run it, and he's going to pick up a touchdown. Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow. Lamar Jackson's just going to run it himself. Unbelievable. All right. Well, how are the Texans going to respond? how are they going to respond? Are they going to come out and move the football? Are they going to play scared? For now, it's 17-10. The Ravens come out and score in the opening drive. And man, the Texans did not need that. And really, that whole thing was a lot of it was that kickoff return. I mean, they started at midfield. They had only ran 2 plays and they were right in the red zone. Texans, that's not what they needed, but plenty of time to make up for it. All right, where's the damn ticker? There it is. All right, it is 17-10. The Ravens with a 7-point lead. And it's worth noting that if this game's going to stay really close and come down to a field goal, the Ravens definitely have the more trusted kicker. We saw the Texans Fairbank make a 50-yarder, but then missed a 47-yard field goal. And there's not really anyone more automatic than Justin Tucker. So come on. Let's get something going out here. Isaiah Likely had his first catch on that drive for 20 yards. Man. I think the over-under in this game was set at 40 and a half. Let's see. There it is right here. Over 16. Okay, that's individual teams. So the Ravens over was set at 26.5 points. And then the Texans were only set at 16 and a half. So if the Texans get a touchdown, then they're already over their total projection, which was only 16 and a half points. And the Ravens still need 10 more points. But we got my brother, Tyler, in the chat. Yo, leaving work early to catch the Packers game. Wish me luck, boys. Let's go. I got my cheese head ready to go. Both D's are clamping down on the running backs. Fairbank. For fuck's sake. Crafty doesn't like Fairbank very much. That's not very fair. All right, 12:04 left. Tucker getting ready to boot this one. And let's see how Stroud and the team respond. This is going to be a knee. And keep in mind, the Texans don't have an offensive touchdown. They don't. They have 1 field goal. Now, some of that is because there was a missed field goal. But, Stroud's thrown for, 160 yards in the first half? The fact that that's resulted in only 3 points, 131 yards passing, they gotta come out, man. They gotta come out swinging because the Ravens are. Here we go. Shotgun for Stroud. Stroud looking to pass. Looking. Finally throws it to the check down. What a great move by Singletary, and they're able to pick up 6 yards right there. So Singletary is the check down, and wisely Stroud throws it to him. And if you really want to see how good a defense is, look at how much receiving yards the running back has. Because in many cases, it's a result of Stroud having to go to his check down time and time again. The running back's got 50 yards receiving. He's got more than Nico Collins almost. So here we go. They're going to run it, and that's going to go nowhere. And now it's 3rd down. They can't run. It's not a running football team. It's not. Look at that. Look at that blocking by 8. Mitchie or whatever. Mechie the third. Dude, that is literally ass. He should be pulled from the game, dude. If you can't make that block, get out of the game. That was pitiful. Here we go. Stroud looking, pressure, caught. Schultz, first down, and that'll quiet the crowd for now and a fresh set of downs. That was such a big play, man. If they end up punting this football, you really start to feel the momentum shift. There's nothing worse than the opening drive, the team scores, and then you get a 3 and out. That drastically changes the momentum. Here we go. First down. Texans, can they get another one? All right, and they're going to pitch it, and it's going to go up the middle for 1 yard. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe just stop running. I don't know. I mean, you ran it 8 times, and he has 6 yards. Like, just do what you do. Do what you do best. Throw the football. Come on, Stroud. What happened to I'm not gonna stop shooting. Take some shots here. Let's go. And now the Ravens fans are getting loud here on 2nd and 9. And let's see how Stroud responds. Here we go. Fakes the handoff. Clowney steps up into the pocket. Now throwing it away. Let's see what the flag is. There's a flag down. It's going to be a hold. And this would be an automatic first down. And I think that's only the second penalty the Ravens have had this whole game. Crafty said, I don't like your damn mispronunciation of it. Singletary has been Texans' best receiver today. Well, Nico Collins also. He got going at the end of the half. Both these teams are making each other look bad because of how similar they are to each other. But in opposite ways. Like the Ravens are a better running team and the Texans are a much better passing team. 8 penalties. Yeah, that was only the second penalty for the Ravens. Oh, there's Hutchinson. Let's go. Here we go. Fakes the handoff, rolling out. Good block by Schultz. And now Stroud's going to run it. And he's going to pick up 3 yards. All right. Good block by Schultz. That's what I'm talking about, though. This is the kind of blocking. This is the kind of blocking that we need. And he could have hit Hutchinson, but he didn't throw it. Wonder if he's second guessing himself at all. Here we go. Handoff. This time it works. Here we go. Wow, what a run by Singletary. And that is their first run for more than like 3 yards. I think Fairbank missed the first or the second kick, but I think they're in his range or on the fringe. It'd be a 57-yarder right here. So, oh my gosh. Hutchinson catches it. Oh, and they were blowing the whistle. Why were they blowing the whistle? He was still trying to get his foot loose, and the ref was blowing the whistle saying he's down. Wow. It's so cool to see Hutchinson in an NFL game like this, man. So cool. And It's Fairburn. Welcome to the Only Football Podcast. We don't do names here. Stroud over the middle. Oh my God. It's 3rd and 15. Hey, at least the Giants aren't in this game. You would be hearing me mispronounce Brian Dabble the entire game. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 15. All right, Stroud looking and throwing, and Schultz, and he's going to get popped short. And Queen and Schultz continue their conversation that they've been having. Damn, he got hit right in the knee, man. And they're gonna punt it and try to pin him deep, and they're gonna let it bounce, and it will bounce at the 7-yard line. So we've seen them rush the quarterback pretty well to close out the first half. Damn, this is lining up to be a good one. Let's see what the world's saying about the game. Ravens O-line. That's the Baltimore Ravens defense I know and love. Boy, howdy, this game's turning into a classic. Texans need to step it up on offense. Ravens defense is easily exceeding their intensity. Exceeding their intensity? That doesn't make any sense. Refs just missed an offsides call on the Ravens. What? You know, come on, Texans, get it together. Yeah, no, man, some people are just so bad at writing. Texans are taking themselves out of this game with these play calls. George Fant has been a revolving door all game for the Texans. Boys are fighting. Let's go. Playoffs. The Ravens defense brings that pressure. Worked the quick game on O, didn't sit back on D, let me coach. Halftime adjustments on offense, press the ball on early downs, check downs, and take them. On defense, mix in stunt blitzes with your linebacker. Can't sit back and let Stroud improvise. Edges need to get home, especially against Fant. Don't sit back, Ravens flock. Nothing about their offensive line, though, that was struggling massively. Crafty, Kyle. Some people are bad at writing. Also, Kyle, we don't do names. I can get by with not knowing how to pronounce names. I really can. I don't. Those are, I think, totally different conversations. Like if you see a weird last name and don't know how to pronounce it, right? It's like, okay, he doesn't know how to pronounce that name. But if you can't formulate a complete thought or complete sentence, like, that's a little bit different. I mean, you know how I know? Because Greg Penner, the owner of Walmart, Greg Penner is the functioning owner right now, but the Walton family, they came in on their introductory press conference. You know what they said? I want to thank Roger Goodell. That's what they said. I want to thank Roger Goodell. He's a multi-billionaire. I'm sure he can formulate a sentence. All right, here we go. Feels like 11 degrees. 7-point lead. They're going to run it here on first down, and Gus Edwards is going to pick up 9. And Texans defense, man, they got to be better than that. You can't give up 9 yards on the ground. 122 rushing yards for the Ravens, but a lot of that is their quarterback. All right, here we go. Gus Edwards, 30 yards rushing in the game so far. And they're going to pitch it again, and Edwards is going to get a first down and more. We got Alex in the chat. Texans defense in third stop. Lamar Texans offense making 4 touchdowns by Stroud throwing to Robert Woods, Steve Sims, John Mechie. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thanks for being here, brother. The NFL. Oh, here it is. The NFL just commented on Grassi's stream. Shout out Tom Grassi. Congratulations. All right. 5 minutes left in the third. Lamar rolling, looking. He's got literally all the time in the world. And finally, Bateman, of course. Dude, you got that much time? Literally, I said all the time in the world. And Lamar was still just standing there, barely moving his feet and just standing there. Texans doing a good job. Wow. I can't believe he was able to get open like that. I thought the corner understood the assignment. Here we go. They're bringing pressure now, and here's Zay Flowers, and Zay Flowers is going to be tackled. Crafty. Surprised the Ravens cut Melvin Gordon, given that he had some good plays for them and how they are of running backs. You know, Melvin Gordon has a serious fumbling problem, and of course, Bronco fans know that. And they put him in the game week 17 to see what he's got, and he fumbled it immediately. You can't have somebody on your team that's a liability in a game this important where it could come down to one possession. Melvin Gordon's almost a guaranteed fumble. I think that's why they didn't go with him. And they're going to run it with Hill, and Hill's going to come up a couple yards short. Walking Ghost 56. The Ravens are definitely going to win, ! All right. We got some confidence coming in the chat coming from the Ravens. And the Ravens have definitely dominated this third quarter. Still only a 7-point game, though. But Ravens looking like they're going to drive down and score here. We got Liam in the chat. What's up, Liam? Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Here we go. 3rd and 2, and they're going to run it, and it's going to be stopped short. I expect the Ravens to go for it. He's saying we're going for it. Yep. And with the it says the analytics say 4th and 4 or less, you go for it. This could be a turning point in the game if the Texans can get a stop here. This would definitely turn things for the Texans, but this is going to be difficult. This is going to be a difficult stop. Don't jump off sides. Watch the hard count. And here we go. It's going to be, Lamar's got all the room all the room in the world. He's still on his feet all the way down to the 35-yard line. And I think Barrett was the one that came up with the stop. A gain of 14 yards on 4th and 1. And they were definitely, they loaded the box, and as soon as Lamar faked that handoff, the corner was wide. He had so much space on the corner. 2 seconds left. The ball snapped. Lamar looking, pressure coming. He's jumping, and it's going to be underthrown. That's a great job by the defense. Imagine the Texans come with a comeback. It's only a 7-point game. Like, it's not like it's 24-3. It wouldn't even be a crazy comeback. It would like if the Ravens get a field goal, it's a 10-point game. Like that's all manageable. All of this is still within reach. The problem is the Texans offensively are getting not much from this Ravens defense. I don't know if that's going to change. Um, it's definitely one of those games where it feels a lot. The margin between these teams feels a lot wider than the score. And I think that's because of the punt return, most likely. And Walking Ghost, are you going for the Ravens or are you going for the Texans? Ravens D has only given up 3 points versus a team that scored over 40 last week. Keep in mind, though, they did have 2 pick sixes on Joe Flacco. And Walking Ghost says he is going for the Ravens, indeed. 2 yards short of the line to gain because Hill did step out of bounds and the crowd's booing, but it's the right call. His foot, that last angle's not the best one, but the one they had before that, you could see he was out. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 now, and all of a sudden this becomes a huge down for the Texans, and the Ravens have had a lot of success converting 3rd and short. Liam, he's going for the Texans, and this game's definitely going to come down to the 4th quarter. Still a very close game, but Ravens looking to go up a minimum of 10, potentially go up 14. Let's see if Texans can get a stop here. And they're bringing pressure, and Hill is going to be there, and he's going to just get enough for a first down, and that's probably going to he's Nelson slow to get up. They just throw it to Hill. See, did anything weird happen? Don't the Texans have a bad calling card? I don't think so. Let's see. Well, to me, it looks bad. Let me know. Let me know, Walking Ghost. What do you mean by the Texans have a bad calling card? I'm interested to know. And then Crafty says, correction, Texans have given up only 3 to an offense that scored 31 last week. Still a great job by this defense for the Ravens. Might be a concussion. Bad calling card. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Crafty, I was saying the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to introduce a man with the last name Balls, first name Huge. A man that represents everything that's right about the sport we love and everything that represents Chicago. A man that will not be wearing Bears gear until they make him proud again. Welcoming into the chat, the one and only host of Only Football, Rick.
Let's go. What's up, everybody? We got a good amount of people here in the chat for a great game right now. I'm loving it.
Hell yeah. And let's see if this one even gets snapped. And of course, they get a jump from the Texans because why not?
Oof.
Dude, they've had 8. I think they've had like 8 pre-snap penalties.
Oh, no.
How do you know that they're not doing this? You're seeing the inexperience.
Yeah. Angel, what's up? Jim McMahon, yes, I am reborn. I am Jim McMahon reborn. He didn't die, but reborn.
Man.
So I'm Obviously, not a lot of offense going on in this game, Kyle, and you kind of mentioned it here with the Texans jumping. Is this just been a trend so far this game?
The pre-snap penalties have been. The Texans, like defensively, they played really good in the first half, I thought. You're still going to give up some plays. Like these are good football teams, but the second half, they had a good kick return from the very beginning. They were at the 45-yard line. Two plays later, they were in the red zone, and then Lamar ends up scoring on that drive to take the 7-point lead. And Texans, like we were just talking about it. It feels like they're down by a lot, just because that's the way the game has felt. But it's still only 7 points, and there's an entire quarter left. But the Texans, man, it just seems like they're getting in their own way time and time again. They're making 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 8. They're making 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 12. They're right there. It's what was it? 3rd and 3, and they give them a first down, I think. You can't have that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it's looking like they're going to score. The defense really needs to hold them to a field goal here, because 10 points is one thing, but 2 touchdowns when they don't have an offensive touchdown yet, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Oof. Well,
they do have a field goal as well.
I'm sorry?
The Texans have a missed field goal as well. He made one from 50, and then he missed from 47.
Oof. You hate to see that. Hopefully, I wonder if it's just like that, I don't want to say inexperience, but it really is inexperience on that Texan side of the team, right? For the playoffs. I wonder if that's just beginning to kind of come up a bit. They're up against a team with a lot of experience, a lot of veterans, a lot of playoff experience as well. Albeit not great games, but still some sort of experience. I wonder if that's just becoming the difference. You know what I mean? But hey, what's up? Walking Ghost. Hair Rick is back. Crafty, thank you. Angel, I saw that. I will be replying to you soon. But yeah, man, it looks like the Ravens about to score again. We're already headed into the fourth quarter.
I kept saying Fairbank. I kept saying Fairbank instead of Fairbarn. That's because there is a legendary coach, Chuck Fairbanks, who was the Bill Parcells of his era.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he passed away in 2013. Chuck Fairbanks. Because I'm like, that name sounded so familiar.
It did sound familiar.
All right, here we go. 1st and 5 for Lamar. See if the Texans can come up with a stop. Rick, do you want to call the plays?
Yep, I will do the play calling if you're cool with that. And that was who was that? Edwards or it was Gus Edwards up the middle.
Let me grab some water real quick.
Cool. For about 3 yards, actually 4 yards, can be a 2nd and 1 upcoming here for the Ravens. Both teams have 3 timeouts. 14:36 in the fourth quarter as it just begins. The first game of the divisional round, baby. Let's go. Lamar Jackson going to run it to the right side. Oh, no, he's passing over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Ravens. 23-10, and that was Isaiah Likely with a 15-yard touchdown reception. The Ravens are going to be up 2 scores at the beginning of this first quarter. What a way to start that first quarter with a touchdown to Isaiah Likely. Great job by the Ravens and Lamar, faking that run to the right side, making sure everybody bid on it. And instead, Lamar Jackson just kind of waits a little bit, waits for his guy, not even to really get fully open, but put it in a place where he knew he was going to catch it and gets the score. And the extra point is good. It is 24-10 Texans. Wow. Isaiah Likely jumping up to catch that one, doing a little dance as he scores. Ravens are finally establishing the run game as well. Yep. Of course. They've got one of the better run games in the league too. Nelson to the locker room. Who is that, Crafty Nelson? I'm assuming on the Texans, but was he on defense or what did I say, Liam? Did I say third quarter or something, or what did I say? Of course, Kyle leaves and the Texans D collapses. Casey, we can't say it wasn't likely. Drinch. I love it, Casey. Love it. Oh, the Texan safety. Okay, Nelson, Texan safety. Gotcha. Oh, he said first quarter. All right. Well, it is time to update the ticker. It is 24-10 Ravens. And Kyle's going to hate this. Kyle is going to hate this shit. Obviously, everyone who's been here for a while knows that Kyle hates the Ravens. He's got reason to. All right, let's not act like he does not have a reason to hate the Ravens. He's got reason to hate the Ravens. So, kind of like I do with the Packers. I've got more than enough reason to hate the Packers. So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of hate even in the playoffs. Remember, I mean, the Packers are playing later today. Who do you think I'm rooting for? Who did I predict to win that game? Of course, I predicted the 49ers to win. And Brother T, we are square. He's going to be rooting obviously for the Packers as well. But Kyle, did you see the touchdown? Did you miss it?
I don't know what's better, to say that I missed it and hear you tell me again, or to say I saw it and admit it.
Admit it right the fuck now, dude. I swear to God.
I saw it.
Yeah, let's go. He saw it.
Oh, Rick, I'm excited to tell you this. So,
what's that?
My brother, in his freshman year, his buddy that was on the team, he would come over all the time. His name is Quentin, and one time my mom took us to the theaters, and his dad was kind of strict, and he took us to see Superbad, and my mom looked at him and was like, "We did not see this movie. We saw one of the kid movies that was out." I don't remember what it was. And his younger brother, I told you, was drafted by the Texans. He's actually made like catches in this game.
Oh no shit! What's who is it?
Hutchinson. He's wearing. Let's see. I brought him up before the game started.
Yeah.
Let's see what number he is. I can't remember what. He was drafted this year.
Oh, that's right. I do remember you telling me that he was a rookie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's picked with the number 205 pick.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. So, Hutchinson.
Yeah, Xavier Hutchinson. He'll be wearing. I want to say he was wearing 80 something.
Oh, okay. So he's a receiver then, or a tight end.
They've thrown him the ball twice, and he went to Iowa State. They threw him the ball twice, and on both plays, one of them was like a trick play. It went like from Stroud to Collins, back to Stroud to Hutchinson. It was a blown up play, but they were trying to get him the ball in space, and they had blockers out in front. And then the time before that, he had a catch, and it was the same thing. It was like they wanted him to run. So I guess that's kind of where the Texans are seeing some value is let's try to get him the ball in space. He's wearing number 19 for the Texans.
19. Okay. Oh, awesome. Well, it's nice to have kind of like someone to root for on that team. It's kind of cool. And especially if he's making catches in a playoff game, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. And it's funny because I was telling you growing up, Kevin Walter was a Texan as well. So it's like we've had two family friends now play for the Texans.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Are they still friends? You guys still friends?
Yeah. I mean, you know how high school friends are. Like,
yeah, it's true.
Facebook friends, reach out. Yeah. Like, obviously, we reached out when the draft happened and stuff like that. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
Maybe we should get him on the show sometime. Hopefully, he's down.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say talk see what it's like his first year in the NFL. I felt to get drafted.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
he actually went to the Ponte Vedra Sharks because they built a new high school, and then a lot of people that were going to Nice, that's where Tim Tebow went,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where Tyler and his older brother went,
Mm-hmm.
and then they built this new school, and it like split half the school district into this other school.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, so it was crazy. That team, the new school, went on to win a state championship though with Hutchinson.
Damn. And CJ Stroud just going to throw this one away on first down under a ton of pressure from this Ravens defense. But that's awesome, man. That would be cool to kind of talk to a guy, a wide receiver also, that has just completed their first year in the NFL and just kind of get their take on what it's like. Because to play with the Texans and a rookie quarterback too that got you to the playoffs, that's a great conversation.
Yeah, I bet I could get Kevin Walter on too.
Hey, yeah,
really cool too. He played with Chad Johnson, and I'm sure he's
got.
Oh
no shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carson Palmer, all of them.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying the Bengals was like, you got an entire jersey signed by them, right?
An entire football.
Or a football, that's what it was.
And Carson Palmer was on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "You got one more present," and they handed me the phone. And it was Carson Palmer, and he's like, there's a box outside your front door. And I went outside, and I opened it, and it was crazy. Like to see like that many autographs on one football was just like, wow. Because
you're like, Jesus.
These were like, when I was that age, man, like football players were my heroes. Like I could play football all day. Like it was either Madden or outside playing or watching Bronco games. Like it was, it was my whole life. It still is.
Playing Madden. I love, what I miss, and I wish they would bring back, and there has been talks of bringing it back, was NCAA football. That stuff was fun. That was fun.
That was, dude. I didn't even realize they stopped making those.
Yeah, I think 2016 was the last time they made it or something.
I bet it'll come back now that they're okay with paying college players.
Yeah, with the NIL stuff. I hope so.
All right. This is huge, man.
3rd and 5 here.
You might be a tick ahead of me. 7, play clock 6. Tell me when it snapped.
Oh, it snapped already. Damn.
There it is. Oh, rolling out. Bottom. Throwing. And he's got to throw it away.
Yeah.
The offensive line, man, they have not really held up their end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm.
They need to find a way to get Nico Collins the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this offensive line already clearly struggling against this blitz, and they just showed the defensive coordinator for the Ravens' 2nd year doing this, and you could tell, man, they're doing really well. But 4th and 5, Texans are going to punt it away. They're still only down 2 score and over 13 minutes left in this quarter, so they've got plenty of time, but they need to do more with the time they have the ball, as this ball is going to roll inside the 25-yard line of the Ravens, and around the 22.5-yard line is where the Ravens will start their next offensive drive.
Queen is hurt. I didn't see that.
I was going to say, there he is right there, number 6, who I guess on the play before he was hurt a little bit, or he was doing something, but he was right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because on 3rd down, he was still in the game.
Yeah, he was fine then, I think, for the next part of the game, which is very good.
Yeah, I mean, he's so important. All right, man. So 14-point game. Ravens clearly in control right now. A 3 and out. A 3 and out, dude. Like,
yeah, not good at all. Have they been struggling to get like first downs and just move the ball offensively?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they absolutely have. And yeah, I really think like the Ravens are playing better in this game, but there's just so many just mental mistakes by the Texans in the game. And I think you can really see a difference between playing at home with your crowd, having your back, and being on the road. And I said this was going to be probably the most hostile environment all weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be louder than the 49ers. It's going to be louder than Detroit. Detroit will be loud, but Ravens, they get pretty incredibly loud.
Yeah, and I think and I think at one point there on that third down, I could feel the noise that those fans are making, man. They definitely get loud in that stadium, and they know what they've got going in this team, getting close to an AFC championship game for next week. And, they've got mad expectations. They've got a very high expectations for this team being the number 1 overall seed in the AFC, having the favorite and MVP in Lamar Jackson. And they're just like, this is our year. This is the year we go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to tell you right now, if the Chiefs win tomorrow,
mm-hmm.
and the AFC championship is Chiefs Ravens, let's go Chiefs.
Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! You heard it here, everybody. And Kyle has said it. He doesn't hate the Chiefs as much as like I hate the Packers or something, right? Like you're more of a hater of the Ravens.
You find out when they play each other who you hate.
Yeah, Ravens and Raiders for you though, right?
No, it would be Ravens and Chiefs. It's
really
well. It's changed a little bit because the Chiefs are the Packers for you. They're the successful football team that goes to the Super Bowl all the time. So they're the team that you got to knock off. And also like Travis Kelce, there's a lot of beef between, like, they don't like us either.
Yeah.
If you ask the Chiefs, who's your biggest rival, they would say the Broncos. And the Raiders, historically, that runs pretty deep, but they just, I don't know, they haven't been competitive enough to care too hard. It's like the Lions for you, most.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I'm of course having issues with my television right now.
Oh, well, a run by Hill, a first down, but there's a flag on the play. Texans, the penalty stops the clock. That's big. Let's see who it's on. Offense penalty.
So was it like a false start?
Legal shift.
Oh, legal shift.
So 5-yard penalty, second down. So it should be like 2nd and 8, 2nd and 6.
I'm gonna try to figure out this TV stuff. I'll be right back, everyone.
All right. So here we go. 2nd and 6. Second life for the Texans, and the clock stopped. That is big. This would have ticked under 12 minutes. When you're down 2 possessions, you got to start thinking about those precious seconds. Here we go. Now the clock is running with 20 seconds on the game clock. And let's see when they snap it. It's 15. Snapped. Here we go. Lamar's going to keep it, and he fell for it so hard. And 6 is down. Perryman is down. Perryman is down. And Lamar high fives his teammate. That's crazy, man. How do you have no outside containment on a quarterback that's ran for 40 yards about? I does not make any sense to me. They're saying it's a leg injury. Houston's D getting just worn down. We're going to take a commercial break. See what the world's saying about the football game right now. Man, I love Lamar Jackson. I'll just leave this here. Refs getting word that the game is getting boring. Decide to finally throw a flag on the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is now up to 92 rushing yards tonight and a touchdown. Wish I would have saw this earlier. LeBron just posted, man, I love Lamar Jackson. Is Patrick Wilson the offensive coordinator for the Houston Texans? ? Seems like CJ Stroud's dad isn't the only thing locked up today. Wow, that's a little inappropriate. The Texans legitimately looked like they had zero idea Lamar was mobile. That's what I was saying about that last play. I mean, you talk about outside containment and how important it is for a running quarterback. And here you have probably the best in the league, and they literally leave at least 10 yards wide open for him to just pick up that first down. It's just undisciplined. Baltimore Ravens are cream of the NFL, and the Ravens have only like 15 yards of penalties. Texans D is staleying. Where'd Rick go? Oh, he said he had to fix his TV. Texans D is getting broken down with fatigue and injuries. And like I hope they use this injury timeout. If you're a head coach, you got to get on the field and be like, listen, it's a 14-point game. Pull your head out of your ass. Make a stop right now. Your team can score a touchdown with 7 minutes left in this game, and it could be a one-score game. But if you guys can't get off the field and you're going to be undisciplined and give out the outside like they did on that last play, you're not going to give your team a chance to win. Like everything you want, you got to go take it. There's enough time to come back in this game. Forget about everything that's happened. It's a new game.
Let's see. Did your play start already or not yet?
Yeah. They first down, pitched it, and it just gets back to the line. Now it's in divisional playoffs.
Yep, same. And I think Angel had asked who we had, 49ers or Packers. I've got the 49ers winning. I think they're going to continue their winning ways against the Packers in the playoffs. And Kyle, you had the Packers, correct?
Yeah, I do. I have the Packers just barely. I think Jordan Love is going to play a good game, but you know what? I'm feeling less confident after this one.
Big run there by Hill.
Come on. Fucking
God, that was just a huge hole for him to run through there. It's a first down at around the 49-yard line of the Texans.
Even that hit 30. Look at this hit. I'm going to hit you really hard. What are you doing? Fucking wrap up.
Yeah.
What is that? I'm going to run into him really hard with my shoulder. Like that is not it. They were doing great in the first half because they were actually getting their arms wrapped around and they were going low. Now they're just trying to play bumper cars with him. Let's go.
Hill up the middle for about 2 yards gain there. 2nd and 8 upcoming for the Ravens.
Like 1 second or 2 ahead of me.
All right.
He was still running when you said 2.
Let me know here. I'm going to pause. Let me know when they start showing Lamar Jackson's back of his jersey. Okay. 2nd and 8. Lamar Jackson, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns with a rushing touchdown. Damn, he has been playing really well. Yeah. So, Lamar Jackson under center. 2nd and 8. Takes the snap. It's going to hand it off. Looks like Edwards. Nope. It's going to be not Edwards. Someone else. I forget.
Cook.
Dalvin Cook to the 25-yard line. Dalvin Cook. Wow. What a run. I haven't seen that since last year with the Vikings.
Turned in his Vikings purple for Ravens purple.
All the way to about the 25-yard line. Ravens going down the field.
This is key, man. This is a key piece of the offense. And we didn't really talk about it much. We brought it up at the recap, and we were like, oh, yeah, Cook. But, man, that is a piece of depth that when you're in this position, you want to drain clock. He's a great weapon.
Yep. And there is, I believe, Cook one more time for about 5 yards. Gets to about the 21-yard line of the Texans. Dalvin Cook just adds a little extra to that running room with Gus Edwards, Hill, Cook, Like that running game, man. It's good. It is good as fuck.
Mm-hmm. You know where Dalvin Cook went to college?
FSU.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember there's an interview with one of the coaches at FSU who said he coached Dalvin Cook, and he named him as one of his favorite players. Dalvin Cook again up the middle, no gain. Probably going to lose a yard there.
Must have been Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo Fisher, that's who it was. Jimbo, yep. Jimbo.
I love that name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be a college football coach in the South if your name's Jimbo.
Hey, I'm Jimbo.
I'm Jimbo. We're going to go get some gumbo. We're going to get you eating good. Beautiful women. It's going to be great. That's how LSU gets their recruits.
I'm going to ride you around in my golf cart. We're going to have a good time.
Like,
all right.
Third
and 7. Third and 7 inside the 25. Ravens. Lamar back to pass, throwing over the middle, and it's going to be Zay Flowers who gets inside the red zone at about the 13-yard line for a first down.
He looked like my dog when I catch him doing something wrong. The way he just went down, like, oh, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it.
Oh, shit. Crafty said, Jets didn't know how to use Cook for shit. The shiftiest running back in the league, just keep sending him up the middle. That's actually true.
Yeah, and that's just more Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I don't know how that guy has a job is beyond me.
I'm surprised they haven't fired him yet.
They can't.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, yeah. That's crazy. You have your guy and you don't want to lose that guy either, so... First and 10, Ravens, Lamar in the shotgun, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. 43 for Hill. It's going to get about 7 yards there on that run. Man, this is just, they have over 200 rushing yards. This is just unfair. It almost seems like.
KC. I say the playoff matchups you guys did. I agree with Kyle more overall. I think you two generally disagree on the outcome of most games.
3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
3 out of the 4 we disagreed on.
Yeah, this week there was 3 out of the 4. I think last week there was also a big split. Because I know
I think
Dallas.
So. Yep.
And
we both agreed on Detroit. We both agreed on the Bills. No. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we both agreed on the Bills, but we both were wrong about the Eagles.
Yes. Wait, you had the Eagles? I thought you had the Bucks.
No, I went Eagles with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely wrong about the Eagles.
I did say I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Because I just did not.
We just thought that they were going to kind of flip that switch, the Eagles in the playoffs, and clearly that didn't happen. It was just more of the same. But thanks, KC, for leaving those comments, liking it. Appreciate that. And if you haven't already liked this stream, please do so. Help us out with a like. Help us out with a sub. Help us out with some comments here in the live chat. Here we go. Lamar Jackson running left. Going to take this himself. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson. His second rushing touchdown of the game. Runs into the tunnel. Very Forrest Gump-like, as he's celebrating with Ravens fans and his teammates. Wow. 11 plays, 78 yards, 7-minute drive. 6:20 left in this fourth quarter. Rest versus rust. It's the rest for me in this game. As the Ravens go up 30-10, and Kyle is just like, fuck this game. Extra point is good. Kyle, it's time to update the ticker. Oh, God. Oh, Kyle, if Kyle could hate one game the most, it's this one right here. 31-10. This is gonna be me if the Packers just like beat the 49ers outright. Like, that's gonna be like what Kyle's experiencing now. That's gonna be me. Oh, Kyle. I'm sorry. Yep.
It's rough.
It's rough. It's rough. I know how much you hate this.
I want to retweet. I'll wait. I'll wait for the Packers game.
What were you gonna retweet?
The stream on my personal Twitter.
Oh, I'll wait till the Packers game. I'm gonna wait till the game that I enjoy more is on.
Dude, I think one thing that this game's really, because sometimes you need to lose for a certain part of your team to be exposed.
I
right?
agree.
And I think the Texans need to draft a couple very high. They don't have a first round pick this year,
Mm-hmm.
but if they could get
No.
an offensive lineman, a couple pieces, the O line needs to get a little bit better, man.
Yeah. The offensive line, the run defense is also something that's struggling right now. And I mean, because this is always one of the things that I always have like an internal conflict with is like, is the run game better or is the run defense just shit? You know what I mean? Like it does kind of shift week to week as well. It's not always just a constant. And over a season, we're able to rank them and dissect them a little bit better. But game to game in the playoffs, man, it really can go either way. So I don't know if this is more of a testament to how good the run game is for the Ravens, or just like, is the run defense for the Texans having that bad of a game?
Yeah, and especially for CJ Stroud and his experience level, like his anticipation and the mobility inside the pocket's been able to keep this offensive line afloat. But this game's really exposing that they are definitely in the bottom half of the league.
Yeah, for sure. And good run here on the kickoff. Gets to about the 29-yard line for the Texans. Yeah, he looked like he was staying down there. The Pro Bowl games.
Flag football. No one cares.
Yeah, literally nobody gives a shit about the Pro Bowl anymore. Literally nobody cares.
My uncle, his dad was actually on the P3s, and he was stationed in Hawaii. So my uncle grew up in Hawaii, and he went to the Pro Bowl there with like Deion Sanders, and when they actually hit each other, and he was like, "Oh, dude, it was like an unbelievable experience." Like,
oh, I bet. And it must be cool to be kind of an NFL player, and you know, it was always before the Super Bowl, at least, you know, back in the day before they changed it. And you know, if you were a Pro Bowler, obviously, if you weren't going to the Super Bowl, you would go because it'd be Hawaii. It was Hawaii. You know, it's almost like a vacation in a sense. You take your family, you take some friends. It's a good time. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money too.
Yeah. Well, they got the money. They're fine.
Yeah.
I think there was a challenge. So they're saying possible fumble.
I thought that was right. So no, the Pro Bowl was actually after the Super Bowl. It wasn't until 2010 that they played it the Sunday before the Super Bowl. So from 1970 to 2009, the Pro Bowl was held the weekend after the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So even if you were in the Super Bowl, you could go to that game. Which I think is the way to go, man.
Like, it is. Yeah.
Like, you want to see, of course, the players with the highest amount of status are going to be down by
runner
time.
Was down. Yeah.
Of course, like for instance, this year, Lamar Jackson is the MVP. So if he goes on to the Super Bowl, you're missing the best quarterback.
Yeah.
And that happens every year. It seems like every year the quarterback that's left standing in the Super Bowl is like the one you would want in the Pro Bowl the most.
Yeah.
if you cared about the Pro Bowl. But
and you'd said that was the case up until 2009 or something?
yeah, until 2010.
Oh, okay. Yeah, glad they changed it then for that stretch. 1st and 10, CJ Stroud in the shotgun, 5 wide, takes the snap, looking to pass, under pressure, rolling right, rolling back, quick pass, incomplete, actually. I thought it was complete.
He just needs protection.
Yeah, man.
Like, that is not a way to live, man. trying to run backwards and keep your head downfield and
trying to pass it, trying to see who's open. Like, that's a lot going on. Number 28 for the Ravens, moving to the sideline. Looks like he's got an injury on his hand.
That's Ronald Darby. If you've never listened to Ronald Darby talk, look it up.
Yeah.
He is one of the most unique voices I've ever heard.
Here we go. CJ Stroud over the middle. Incomplete. Overthrowing his receiver there, and there's a flag on the field. Wonder if it's on the defense. Oh, it's going to be holding.
Damn. So even if that was caught, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. Number 69. Shaq Mason with the holding call for the Texans. Going to move him back for the 2nd down. Oh, yeah, that was holding.
And that was on Clowney. And you even watch this play and you're like, wow, he has time. Unbelievable. And then you see that they're holding. 10th penalty today. That's a playoff record. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, dude.
Oh, man. And it really is starting to become kind of that sort of inexperience for this Texans team. But here's a 2nd and 20 now in the shotgun. CJ Stroud takes the snap, looking to pass over the middle, caught for about 6 yards. We got Bill in here. He's saying this sucks.
Hell yeah. It does, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Happy to see you, Bill.
Very happy to see you, Bill.
This is rough. The Packers better make up for it.
4 wide, CJ Stroud back to pass, and a flag being called. Oh my
Ravens
God!
will be at home as well. Yeah, dude, this is crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't.
Yeah.
That's Laramie Tunsil. It's their best piece.
Yeah.
How can you guys not be prepared for the environment that you're going into? What did you think you needed to practice all week? Clearly not a silent count.
Clearly not a silent count. Oh man.
Like I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah. 3rd and 19. Stroud back to pass. Has a good pocket over the middle, caught, and it's going to be short of a 1st down, but only by about 6 yards, which is a good pass there by CJ Stroud with some time.
Yeah, in this situation that you're not trying to pick up the 3rd down right here. You're trying to make 4th down manageable.
Yes.
Give it to the check down. You got a better shot of converting 4th and 6 than 4th and 20 or whatever the hell it was.
Wide receiver bunch at the top, 2 at the bottom. CJ Stroud in the shotgun, takes the snap. Pressure over the middle. Incomplete. Incomplete to Schultz. And there was pressure raining down on Stroud. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Ravens have the ball. Wow. 5 minutes, 4 seconds left in this game. Ravens up 3 scores. That may have been it, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't Schultz even try to make a play on the ball?
I think it was just way ahead of him.
Did he not? I don't know if he didn't even expect it.
Maybe. Well, Ravens take over. Like I said, 5 minutes, 4 seconds left. They're going to be in Texans territory to start off. Right at the 33-yard line. Lamar Jackson, the shotgun, going to hand it off. Up the middle is going to be, is that Cook? That is going to be Cook for about 4 yards.
Keeping Cook in the ball game.
Oh, Aguilar scored. Oh wow, it was a punt return touchdown for the Texans, huh?
Yep, that's their only score.
Wow, that really does say a lot about the struggles on the offense, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Surprisingly, Odell Beckham only had one catch this whole game. I was a little surprised because
Yeah.
I thought, oh, it's playoffs. They're going to unleash him, kind of like Von Miller when they get to that age where, especially the ones where they've been battling injuries,
Yeah.
you expect him to play a bigger role. But honestly, like the Ravens didn't really look only 152 passing yards. Like if the Texans could have just had anything offensively,
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy to think Lamar. This team runs the football the most rushing yards per game than any team in the NFL, and Lamar, 150 yards. That's not, to me, that doesn't signify any kind of juggernaut or anything like that. Like he's not throwing for a shit ton of yards.
300, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns. Yeah.
But this Texans team just was not prepared to go shot for shot. And defensively,
Yeah.
you got to credit the pass rush because the Texans offensive line is absolute just trash. And it might be the inexperience, but it feels like that team that played last week did not show up to this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Rush yards 226 versus 31 from the Texans. And Lamar is going to toss this to the left side, right side. And they're going to be short about 2 yards on 4th down, 4:44 left.
Timeout.
Yeah, they had used all of them already.
Do you think they'll go for it? Looks like it.
I mean, why not? Keep the ball, keep running it down. There's no more timeouts on the Texans side. If you score, you score. But also, I mean, you're just trying to keep the clock running.
They got 10 seconds left. Let's see if they just hard count and then Harbaugh burns his final timeout here. They'll probably still go for it after the timeout.
Yep,
Nope,
there to go. Toss right side. Gets the lead block and 1st down, but I think he's going out of bounds. Yep, they're going to stop the time. Bad move there.
Yeah, but you got 3 more downs, which means 2 more minutes coming off the clock here.
And that is a great question, Crafty. Why is Lamar still in the game? I mean, yeah, bring in what's his face, the backup, Tyler Huntley. Yeah, bring him in. Let him kind of just hand the ball off here. So Nick Caserio, Texans vice president, general manager, has done a great job this year. And, over the offseason, over the last couple of years with the Texans and what they've become. Dalvin Cook at the 19 inside the red zone.
Yeah, that's going to wrap that one up.
Yeah, and just like the start of Wild Card Weekend, we start off the divisional round with a dominating win by the Ravens over the Texans.
Let's see if though, it doesn't matter a ton, but if the Texans could at least get some pride points in the second half, I think that would go a long way. Like 17-31 just feels a lot. 17-34.
Yeah. I agree. Dalvin Cook going to lose some yards there. 3rd down upcoming.
Wonder if the Texans are just going to run the ball, though. What if they just come out and say, wave the white flag?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think if you're D'Amico Ryans, a rookie head coach, would you do that?
I would definitely try to get some points. 100%.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant wave the white. No, I was asking about waving the white flag, kind of in a sense.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't.
No, right? Yeah.
Route.
3rd and 11. Lamar hands it off one more time, and Dalvin Cook gets nowhere. Going to lose a couple of yards on that. Clock is still running. 2:21 and counting for the Ravens. John
Field
Harbaugh
goal.
there on the sidelines. Could you imagine Jim Harbaugh winning the national championship this year and then his brother winning the Super Bowl? I mean,
So
I know.
what's crazy is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, I know you don't want to hear that, but it would be crazy if two brothers won the two championships in the most elite levels of football in this country, you know?
That would be. Yeah, like when they played each other in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, that to me is just like that might never happen again. Ever.
Yeah, it would be very, very surprising if something like that does happen again. I mean, even if it does, it'll probably be years down the line if that were to be a thing. White flag, how racist.
We do have a kind of a matchup like that coming up with Matt LaFleur and Kyle Shanahan, who Matt LaFleur was underneath Kyle Shanahan. They were on the same coaching staff. So that.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant something else.
Oh, no. Just. Oh, like sex.
Oh, like sex. Kyle just said that like a 10-year-old. Oh, like sex?
I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Oh man. But yeah, that's true. Because LaFleur, was he an offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach or something?
I think he was the offensive coordinator.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Kyle Shanahan and Matt LaFleur. Let's see.
Oh my God, Bill. If the Ravens win the Super Bowl, I may commit seppuku. Settle down, Bill. Calm down.
Where your energy's at, Bill. Don't let the looks fool you. There's an old soul in each of them. Matt LaFleur and Kyle Shanahan. His name is Mike Shanahan, and to hear LaFleur tell it, he's one of the biggest badasses they've ever met. He's just an old school guy in terms of just being all ball, LaFleur said in a recent interview. He was one of the most intimidating guys I've ever been around. The elder Shanahan, father of Kyle Shanahan, winner of 170 games and 2 Super Bowls for the Broncos, obviously paved the way for his son, the San Francisco 49ers' third-year head coach, but his influence on LaFleur has been far less appreciated since LaFleur became the Packers' coach in January. It was Mike Shanahan who was among the first to send LaFleur to congratulatory text after his first win in the season opener against the Bears. And it was Mike Shanahan who immediately came to mind when LaFleur spoke recently about the toughest people mentally and physically. So these guys, man, this goes back to like childhood stuff.
Yeah.
And Kyle Shanahan, or his father, Mike Shanahan's really close with Matt LaFleur. Obviously, he's going to go for his son. I know that because last year, week 3, the 49ers and Broncos played on Sunday night. And Kyle Shanahan was, oh, fuck off.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Kyle. Oh, no. Showing replays of the Super Bowl. Is that the Super Bowl? That is probably the Super Bowl. Oh no. Final in overtime, 38-35 Ravens. Or not Super Bowl, AFC Championship. Sorry, Kyle. But hey, there's your boy Peyton Manning.
What?
There's your boy Peyton Manning.
Why?
I don't know.
What are you doing there?
Yeah, I think that's his son wearing a Lamar jersey with Jim Harbaugh. What is going on here? Why? Well, Payne's just there probably for reasons. I have no idea. Crafty's like, oh shit. That was weird. Why is Payne there? I don't get that. Jim Harbaugh, I understand. Peyton Manning, not so much.
I This
I don't
isn't
get it.
real.
This isn't real.
This is such
Oh, fumble!
Yeah, this isn't real. There's
Ravens. Did the Ravens get it, or was his knee down?
I think the Texans got back on top of it.
Oh, and there's someone. Yep, it is Texans ball.
Crafty said so. That's why Kyle hates the Ravens.
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why right there.
It's one of the big reasons.
Oh, and Bill, the 2000 Super Bowl. So that's what that is for you, Bo. Because I was wondering why you hated them as well. Kyle already know. He told the story. He gave his reasons. Bill, I didn't really know.
The Bills are the 2000 Super Bowl. The Rams and Titans.
Was that 2000? No, maybe he means 2001. 2000 season, 2001.
Oh, 2001 Super Bowl, 2000 season.
Yeah.
7-34.
Oof.
Better than 43-8.
Ugh. Ugh.
At least you and me both know what it's like to get blown out in a Super Bowl.
I just get blown out in general.
Rick just gets blown.
Oh, every year is a Super Bowl loss for me when the Packers beat the Bears. So I feel that. Go Texans moving up the sideline. First down, 1:02 and counting left in this game. Kyle, you want to do the instant reactions? I don't really have much on this game myself, but I don't know if you want to go through it.
The Texans didn't come into this game ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
They were beat in the trenches. They were beat with Lamar and his ability to run. And honestly, it's weird because it's like it feels like the Ravens didn't have to do that much. They have 34 points, but something about it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, like you said, with Lamar didn't really have to do much in the air, but on the ground he scored 2 touchdowns. He was able to pass a few touchdowns. Didn't get a ton of yards, but that's because they ran for over 220 yards. Which you add that with the passing yards, that's about almost 400 yards of offense, right? So nothing incredibly impressive, but more than enough to beat this Texans team. It seems like the Ravens kind of just scored efficiently, and the defense played outstanding too, holding this Texans team who blew out the Browns last week, holding them to only 10 points. What a performance by both sides of the ball. And we talked about Lamar Jackson, what he's been able to do, how he's a favorite for MVP, and he did really well after being off for 3 weeks, pretty much, right? So the rest versus rust debate. In this case, the rest really did help the Ravens. They won. We can make that argument. Did it really help them? I mean, that's up to the Ravens to decide.
And now it's crazy because now it's weird. In a way, it feels like you lose faith in some of the other underdogs this week.
Yeah.
A little bit. But there's a different life in every football game. And keep in mind that this was a cold football game. It felt like 11, and then it felt like 2 or negative maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cold over here. I'm in Tennessee, and it was negative in the morning. So there's definitely that. I don't think Santa Clara is going to be cold.
Yeah.
It might be like 50s, 55 probably. Yeah. So maybe the weather was the reason that Texans didn't play well.
Yeah.
But man, that's not the way that they need to analyze this. They need to really figure out what happened with the pre-snap penalties, what happened with the offensive line, why was CJ Stroud literally running for his life every single play? Why did they have 6 rushes for 8 yards in the first half? Like, why were this Texans team? It was like, I don't know. It just felt like the penalties, man. If a big play gets taken back by a penalty, it's not just the penalty. It's that momentum shift that takes it away. When you have a false start, the crowd, I've been in a Broncos game where we get a false start and the crowd goes crazy because it's like, we're impacting the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps the crowd into it. When you make mental mistakes over and over and over, all it does is reinforce that the crowd noise. It keeps the crowd in it. And I think a big part of winning on the road is being able to take the crowd out of the game. And the Texans couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even, it was their fault. Like, they were doing it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So very frustrating for your Texans fan, because your team is simply just better than this. And this is the thing about the playoffs, NFL, it's not NBA. You don't get 7 games. You get one chance, one opportunity to seize everything that you ever wanted in one moment. And the Texans didn't capture it. They let it slip.
I want everybody to throw a fucking hell yeah in the chat for that, because the way Kyle went about it without breaking was impressive. I want everybody to throw in a hell yeah for that.
But yeah, man, looking forward to this next football game we got coming up, though,
mm-hmm.
with the Packers. I think it's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super pumped about it. So when that game starts in 30 minutes, so I'm going to make the thing and set the thing up and everything, and I hope to see everybody in there.
All right. Well, Kyle's going to go ahead and do that. I'll outro if you want, Kyle. You want to be here for the outro?
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do outro.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on this stream. Big thanks to Kyle for, starting the stream and getting this, getting everything set up while I was being a little late. Thank everybody who was in the comments. You liked the video, you subscribed. I know we had a raid here too. So thank you guys for coming and raiding us. Great quarterback matchup between CJ Stroud and Lamar Jackson. The future is bright for the NFL. But make sure, please, again, if you haven't already, please like the stream and catch us for the next game, Packers at 49ers. It's going to be a good time. Thank you guys again. Kyle, I'll see you in a bit.
Lamar only had 10 completed passes in the game.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just something. Oh wait, no. I haven't updated it. This was at the third quarter.
Wasn't it like 15?
16.
16. Okay. All right. A little bit better. 16.
Yeah. There's definitely the Bills. They're going to come. The Bills are going to come in and set this straight. All right. So keep your head up. If you wanted the Ravens to lose so the fan base could feel like crap, just know it's going to feel way worse when they're robbed from a Super Bowl victory. It's better for us that they win this game and even get closer to the success, just to have it ripped away. This is actually better for us. So keep your head up, Bill. The Ravens are going to get it twice as bad next week. Let's go. Josh Allen.
Kyle preying on their downfall. Thank you guys again for joining in. Kyle,
let's go.
I'll see you in a bit, buddy.
See ya.